Geek Out! Ladies and gentlemen.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You started it. Don't start. Won't be. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Geek Out Championship Wrestling, the only podcast that has the wherewithal to do an episode or two on a pay-per-view basis around the pay-per-views of the WWE, where we talk about the goings-ons of wrestling. I am your host, with the most, Mr. Chris Nolan, and across the ring from me, my co-host with the co-most, Mr. Timmy C. How are you, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing quite well.
Happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day, indeed.
And Happy Lana Day.
Happy Lana Day.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, does it get any better?
I mean, if Rusev had won his match.
Well, we'll get into that, you know.
But no, I enjoyed the pay-per-view possibly a little bit more than you did.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I retained my title, which, by the way, before we get into it, has been officially rebranded.
Do we have a new title?
We do. We've scrapped. We've recycled because we're environmentally conscious,
That's
and
true.
it was made out of cardboard.
That's true.
The old title, belt. I think we can call that a belt. This is a title. This is what's officially being known as the Geek Out Men's title, or the Go Men's title.
Hashtag Go Men's.
Hashtag Go Men's.
Nice.
So this beautiful piece of craftsmanship, which is not just a officially licensed version of the Raw Women's title for the WWE, will be now the cherished prize of the what was the Geek Out Mark Predictions League champion.
And hopefully that doesn't get lost in the New York parcel system.
Hopefully not. Hopefully, all things considered, it just stays right here on my shoulder.
Well, you know it would look better than just having that. The Go MVP.
It's true.
Belt.
True. On the other shoulder?
Yes, that would, you would dual championship. That would make you
the first in this still has the same lineage, so I would still just be the second, but I would be the second undisputed champion.
That's true.
Which has yet happened.
That's true. Hey, let's get into it. Let's get into Extreme Rules.
Let's talk about Extreme Rules.
Which I agree with you. I think was a little better than expected. I don't think it was my favorite pay-per-view, but it was, it had some pretty cool moments.
I mean, it was no Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah, that's true.
Which actually was surprisingly a good pay-per-view.
It was decent. Yeah. So, kickoff show, we had Cien Almas against Sin Cara.
Mm-hmm.
That one I don't think was very memorable. But I think it was pretty predictable in a sense that we both kind of figured that Almas would come away with the victory.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch the pay-per-view live, and I still have yet to watch the kickoff show.
Well, I will say you didn't miss much in this match.
They didn't even reference this match during the main pay-per-view. At least they referenced the New Day versus Sanity.
Well, because they had more action in the New Day against Sanity.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I just think it's a shame. I mean, Almas is, and we talked about this on the pre-show, Almas is just getting buried. And it's just not right. But, it is what it is. But Almas came out with the victory. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I just hope that, maybe they can, they need to do something with him.
Yeah.
I think they need to have him go up against somebody of some sort of level.
You mean like Sin Cara Blanca?
Something a little higher.
Maybe Kalisto.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're getting warmer.
The better member of Lucha Dragons.
The New Day
against
Sanity. It was fun to see Sanity.
Yes.
I haven't really seen Sanity in this, wrestle the way that they did since what was that pay-per-view at the end of last year? War Games? Yeah. So
which just got announced, War Games 2 for Survivor Series weekend.
It looks great.
Yeah.
The lineup for that looks great. And by the way, I don't know if you caught any of the rumors from the last NXT taping.
Nope. Or well, I caught a rumor that a big title change happens.
Oh, there was a big one.
And that Keith Lee makes his TV debut, who I have seen perform live at an indie show.
Shocker.
He is amazing.
Really?
Like, he's a big dude.
Who?
Keith Lee.
Okay.
You will bask in his glory.
Really?
That's one of the chants that goes along with him.
Oh, okay.
I think it's part of his song, so it might not translate to NXT because, they don't typically keep their songs.
It's probably not as cool as like a safety first chant. That would be a whole lot better.
Whoever invented that.
Anyways, inside jokes. But this match was pretty fun. It was good to watch. As we expected, Sanity came out with the win, but they played a lot of the finish during the regular show.
I did get to catch that. I do one of these days when I have a little bit of time for, a 10-minute match.
Sure. Yeah, it wasn't that long.
I'll fish through the kickoff show and watch it back because
it was fun for a kickoff show, and there were some pretty cool spots. And Sanity showed off, kind of like they did at War Games.
Yeah.
So that was fun. So let's get into the real show,
the main show.
So at this point, the both of us were still even Stevens.
Yes.
But
neck
then,
and neck.
Yes. Well, yeah, we were.
Yeah.
And I had hope at that point that I could get back the title that should have never left me. But let's get into the Raw tag teams.
Yes.
So you have the Deleters against the B team, which we found out is now the best team. For best.
I feel like they threw that in, as like the when they were coming up with it. But yeah, now that they have the titles, they truly are the best team.
They are.
Yeah.
I thought it was an okay match.
Yeah.
Nothing too memorable.
Yeah.
Except I did like how they teased Bray against Bo.
Yes.
And then, they would tag out. But then at the end, you did get Bray and Bo.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a tease for me at least.
Yeah.
I'm still of the thought that you got to tag them up together at some point.
Yes. I would love that, even if they don't acknowledge the fact that they're actually real life related.
Right.
You know?
I'm fine with that.
Or like at most you get my brother in arms or something like that.
Yeah.
Just enough of a pause to get like a little laughter from the Smarks.
Right. Yep. But overall, I mean, I was surprised at the finish.
Yeah.
I think Matt Hardy was surprised at the finish. And I didn't know that Stretch Armstrong went to the moon. But we found out, thanks to Curtis Axel, that Stretch Armstrong did go to the moon. And
I mean, he's the son of Mr. Perfect, right? So
that's true.
He's got to know.
He's Michael McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
So good call on that one there, C. Nolan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can I say?
I did notice that after the match, I follow Matt Hardy on Twitter. He tweeted something along the lines of, maybe it's time for us to go, or maybe our time here is over.
Oh no.
So we'll see.
I
don't know.
Your voice is starting to get lost.
Given the fact that
so it's a sensitive microphone.
Is it?
Yeah.
Aw. I like sensitive mics. But given the fact that Jeff Hardy seriously got buried later on, maybe there's some logic behind it, but we'll see. The next match, Finn Balor, Baron Corbin. I thought that was, again, just an okay match. Again, nothing too memorable.
No.
Finn Balor, of course, with the win.
Yeah.
But Baron Corbin, I thought was pretty decent from an offensive standpoint. Again, continuing to improve as we, as he rocks the no hair look. And rocking the vest.
I think my assessment of him during the preview show, saying that he's been doing better, is spot on still.
Well, I thought that they really showcased a lot of his offense. I mean, I don't remember too much of Finn Balor until the end.
Yeah.
It was really kind of the Baron Corbin match, and then from an offensive standpoint,
I think that's like kind of like the old school formulaic, babyface gets the shit kicked out of him until finally he's able to overcome, the heel and triumph.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and then post match we got the Bludgeon Brothers beating up Team Hell No.
Yes.
Which I think I heard somewhere that I guess Kane really did have an injured ankle or something like that, so that's why they did something. But anyway,
he's got the I have an election in a couple months flu.
Yes, that happens too. SmackDown's Women's Championship, Carmella, Asuka. Yes.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you can really get when really Ellsworth needs to help her win.
Don't remind me that he's still there.
Yeah. Okay, we knew something would happen with Ellsworth. Again, I don't understand why they brought him back to help her win these matches.
I
think it diminishes it, to be honest.
Yeah, I do like that his shits in the shark cage were better than Enzo's. Like I liked that. Like, he would just randomly drop things, and then he had a fucking key to pick the lock.
Right,
and then seeing him dangle from the shark cage made me happy. And
why? Because you wanted him to fall on his face.
Yeah,
maybe hurt his chin. Or...
What chin?
Yeah,
but yeah, and then the post match beatdown from Asuka was nice.
Yeah, they're still booking her as a loser. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it.
Yeah. I commiserate with that.
It was a dumb match anyway. There was yeah. I don't know. I can't get behind it. And now what? What do you do with Asuka? What do you do with Carmella?
Who knows?
Yeah. Well,
Becky Lynch just needs to run in and kick her ass.
I did hear that rumor.
Yeah.
That Becky Lynch was next on the docket for Carmella, which I will again go with whoever Carmella's facing until Carmella loses that title.
She's your anti Seth Rollins.
She's like my Roderick Strong for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that she's turned heel, you love her.
Once she starts performing in the ring without help,
right,
Ellsworth, then I'll be a fan.
So
she's nice to look at, though.
So
I'll give you that.
So when she won her title, when she won her title against Charlotte, you liked
her. Yeah, it still felt cheap, but anyway. United States Championship, boy. I mean, this pay-per-view proved to me kind of who's on the S list for Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
And Jeff Hardy clearly is.
Yeah, I don't know what he did to piss him off, but
yeah.
For oddly enough, for a match that I didn't really care about because I wasn't feeling anything from this match.
Right.
And I even said as much in the pre-show. Apparently neither was Vince.
Yeah.
Because I blinked and the match was over, and I was like, huh? What?
This whole, and then Randy Orton came out and stomped on Jeff Hardy's crotch too.
Yeah.
This whole thing reminds me
a little bit of boo from me for that one.
Well, it reminds me of the Simpsons episode where they did the funniest home videos and football in the groin one.
Yeah.
And Homer just thought that was the most hilarious thing. I feel like Vince McMahon is Homer Simpson in this.
Oh, I can just see him just in Gorilla just. Ah!
You got him right in the groin.
Is there nothing funnier than a man getting kicked in the nuts?
Yeah, exactly.
My heart. Give me another raw steak.
Yeah. Where's Roman?
Let me rub his pecs.
I just don't get it. I think it's just, and so now, we're supposed to wonder what's going on with Orton because even Shinsuke gave a look like, what are you doing?
That's my move.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But Jeff Hardy clearly is buried at this point. But moving on, Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens.
He did tease some Broken Universe stuff on SmackDown.
He did.
He said the thing.
He did. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens. I enjoyed this match.
I think this was thanks mostly to Kevin Owens.
Yes, 100%.
This match was super entertaining. Not taking anything away from Braun Strowman, but Kevin Owens was the star.
Watching this match, I regretted not picking Kevin Owens as my mark out.
Yeah.
Because this Kevin Owens was better than any other booking of Kevin Owens over the last few months.
And I loved the finish that Braun was just so very much like, I'm going to kick your ass, that he didn't even care that caused Kevin Owens to win.
Oh, yeah.
He was just like, I did it.
Yeah.
I threw him.
Well,
I threw him far.
And I did think it was funny, like on social media, because you saw the table deflate. There was obviously an airbag underneath of it. And I love the people that are like, oh, he fell in an airbag, big whoop. And I'm like, listen, he fell from 15 feet in the air onto a table.
Yeah, wooden table.
Right. Whether it's plywood or whatever, it's still not a soft surface. He wasn't he wasn't thrown on a bounce house.
No, he wasn't thrown onto a bed.
Yeah. This yes, it deflated, so he didn't die.
Yeah.
You know?
Sorry that he didn't die. Sorry that they took some precautions with his life.
Yeah. But I still...
So that he can enjoy Shania Twain singing that one song.
But Kevin Owens with the stunner.
Yeah.
The suck it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the suck it was funny. I thought that was great.
And the
he blew the kiss. Yep. Yeah. But when he did the suck it, I died laughing.
Yeah. Oh no, so did I.
But I tell you what, Braun Strowman, nice, and I think Stone Cold will be happy. Nice work with the stunner.
Mm-hmm.
Actually sold it well
for sure.
So I don't know. I
Not
thought
quite a The Rock sell, but
no, or a Ric Flair sell.
Yeah.
But I really
but
enjoyed
also
this
better than a
match.
Vince McMahon sell.
I enjoyed this match a lot. It was a lot of fun to watch, and Kevin Owens was the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
I should have picked him, but just the way that he has been booked lately, it was bad. This was a fun booking of Kevin Owens. So
yeah,
but yes,
in hindsight, I did mark out more for that ending.
Yeah, me too.
But
oh well. But with the way that he had been booked previously,
there was no way for us to know.
I thought this was going to be the squash match, not the Shinsuke Jeff Hardy match.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but I tell you what, I mean, getting thrown off that,
it hurt me to watch it. Airbag or nah.
Yeah. So now we come up to the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. We had the Bludgeon Brothers, and then Team Hell No, who start with just Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
Because Kane is injured. Kane comes out later. Somehow does a choke slam with a brace on his foot. I thought it was pretty predictable. I thought we knew what was going to happen.
Yeah. I felt like as soon as you saw them beating up the team backstage, I was like, oh, okay, that's going to be the reason why they lose.
Right. But I thought they did a good job of, Daniel Bryan's been doing well with putting people over from that perspective. So I thought putting them over as these bad guys. Did they catch the bad guys? They were the bad guys. So the Bludgeon Brothers, I don't know what they move on to. Who's their next challenge?
Authors of Pain are on a different show.
They
right?
are.
Yeah, no. The new.
So who knows? Maybe Sanity.
Oh yeah, Sanity's there.
But those, Sanity, I guess, to me, is still kind of heel. But who knows? Maybe. But that would be a fun match to me.
There was a weird thing when they were in NXT because they were definitely like a heel tag team in NXT.
Right.
And then suddenly, last SummerSlam, or TakeOver Brooklyn, as it's known in NXT.
Right.
I, on a whim, decided to go up there and get a $25 seat.
You did?
And watched it, and like just out of nowhere, seemingly, they walked out and they were baby faces. Like, just they were baby faces suddenly in that match.
Yeah.
And like still like their characters, they weren't like Bobby Roode turning into a baby face for no reason. Yes. But I was like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. They're going up against the Authors of Pain in this situation, regardless of their characters. They are the baby faces. They're the less they're the less heel, and they're very much over with the crowd. So but they were playing the part of the good guys too. Like they weren't as heely out of nowhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're on a roll with words right now.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. But so I can see them towing that line based on, audience reaction.
Yeah.
Because you can Dean Ambrose and plenty of other people have shown that like crazy can, bounce between heel and babyface almost just depending on who they're facing.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Having them together. But anyway, Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley.
Very surprised that this, was in the middle of the card.
Yes.
When I heard who was it? Was it Bobby Lashley that came out first?
Yes.
Yeah, when I heard his music, I was like,
Yes.
Is that Lashley's music?
Yes.
They still got like 2 hours left in this pay-per-view.
I was
They know that this isn't the main event, right?
If they were the main event, I was going to turn it off and not watch. And I think that's why they did that.
Yeah, I think they finally realized.
Finally.
I still skipped through it because I was like, I really just don't care.
I watched it. And I guess I wasn't too surprised that the crowd was behind Lashley because they hate Reigns so much.
Right.
But I just, I tell you, it's so funny. Like, Bobby Lashley just looks like your prototypical, like, action figure. Yeah. Like, he is so chiseled, but he's got, like, the small head on, like, this big chiseled body.
And his eyebrows do look painted on.
It's so funny. But he just
actually,
reminds...
on a serious note, I do believe that his eyebrows actually are...
really?
Yeah, well, I've heard, nothing to substantiate this, but I've heard that he has like I forget the exact thing, but, like a form of alopecia where like he has like no body hair. And so like that's why he wears the headband all the time, is to legit keep sweat out of his eyes, which is what your eyebrows, that's part of their job. Oh. So... on a real note, like, sorry for making fun of his, drawn-on looking eyebrows because it's part of a serious thing.
Yeah,
but
our 2 followers are really upset; they're offended. But I was impressed. I thought it was a fun match, predictable from Reigns' standpoint. Reigns reminds me a lot of Cena because it's all the same moves. There's nothing new. You're not going to get anything fresh.
Until Cena went up against AJ Styles.
And then he changed it up, yes. The sunset flip was a lot of fun from that perspective. But Lashley surprisingly came out with the win. It doesn't really do much for him.
No.
Because it wasn't for anything. No. But we'll see what comes of that.
But you know what? Now Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley get to have a rematch where it is for something.
Yes. My favorite part of the match was the very end when Roman turns to Lashley and goes, "This is my yard." And Lashley was like, "Oh yeah," and just hits him with the finisher, and it was over.
Nice.
So that was to me, because I am so tired of Michael Cole going, "It's the big dog."
The big dog.
And Roman Reigns saying, "This is my yard."
Yeah.
Dude, enough.
Yeah.
Enough. It's not your yard.
No.
You're a loser. Like, I just, he's on the Carmella range with me. Like, I just can't stand.
He just needs to be someone's enforcer.
Yeah.
He needs to be like Big E was to Dolph Ziggler.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Raw Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax.
Yeah.
This match.
Extreme Rules match. First women's Extreme Rules match.
It was. Having Ronda Rousey there. Ringside, and then seeing her get involved, I think it was fun to me.
Yeah,
she is. What's fun about Rousey is, she throws bodies around.
Yes.
So it's not the frou-frou, girly, what it was in the past for women's matches. I mean, they're definitely turning a corner with women's matches. I still think that we're still missing. Like, I feel like NXT is so much tougher than WWE. But Rousey is so rough. She is like the Shinsuke, strong style of women's wrestling.
She's stiff, but in a good way, unlike Shane.
Yes, yeah. And so it's to me. I like that she got involved. I think if she didn't get involved, it'd be a pretty boring match.
Yeah.
Nia Jax, I don't understand. There wasn't much offense out of her other than using the trash can. Yeah. But. I just...
I felt like there was more offense out of Natalya than Nia Jax.
Yeah. And again, I don't know what they're going to do with Nia now.
Yeah.
I said that on the pre-show. She's going to lose, and then she's going to be lost.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, but, who knows? Maybe she'll be Ronda's enforcer or something like that. Maybe they can turn that around, But anyway, Alexa Bliss with the win was not surprising.
No.
But good for her.
Yeah. My girl remains at the top.
Yes. Next match, AJ Styles against Rusev, which to me I think was the match of the night. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
Rusev got in some offense that made you think that, oh my gosh, maybe.
There were so many times where I was like, don't play with my emotions, WWE.
Right.
They did, and I don't appreciate it.
Yes, they did. They made a big deal about the turnbuckle.
Yeah. And
Aiden English, he was the one that caused that. They made the springboard 450 by AJ Styles. I tell you, that move is just it's so much harder than he makes it look.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to me. And the phenomenal forearm, just again, another move that it's not that easy to do.
Yeah, no.
And he makes it look easy.
I've seen so many compilation videos of guys trying to do that like springboard anything and just missing the mark. I mean, Sin Cara, half his matches.
Yeah.
He can't do a springboard like that.
Yeah.
And
it's right on the mark. Like he doesn't miss. I mean, the guy is just amazing.
I think the one time that I can recall him it not being perfect, he realized before anyone else did and like morphed the move to make it, look like, oh wait, I wasn't right. I was just fucking with you. I'm not actually doing it.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, just like how he saved Ellsworth after like Ellsworth's third match when he was doing the AJ's finisher,
the phenomenal forearm.
No, the one where he
Styles Clash.
Yeah, where it's like the one time in wrestling where you're not supposed to tuck your chin.
Yes.
And Ellsworth tucked his chin, which had AJ not noticed that, would have broken his neck.
Yep.
And probably killed him.
Yep.
And AJ, smart man, looks down before he does his little dive every single time and saw that, so he popped his knees out. You only noticed it on the replay, kind of like, modification to make sure Ellsworth didn't die. Mm-hmm. And like that's what you get with AJ Styles. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Rusev had some really good offense in there. There was a lot of Rusev Day chants, so I don't think the crowd would have been upset either way in this match. But to me, this was the match of the night.
Mm-hmm.
This match was a lot of fun, and very competitive, and it wasn't a fluky finish, which I think could have happened with the turnbuckle thing, but. I know Aiden English got blamed for it, and he was very apologetic afterwards.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like this is going to be the thing that Lana uses to get him out of there,
right?
Which,
yeah. But yeah. So AJ Styles with the win.
Mm-hmm.
One of my few victories. I think my only victory over you in this whole pay-per-view. So
I believe so.
It was very nice.
Either we were both wrong, or I was right.
Right.
Except for this one.
Yep. Match number 2 of the night, very close to the match of the night, was Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins.
Yes. And
surprisingly, Rollins got out to a quick lead.
Yes.
When he got out to that 3-0 lead within the first 5 minutes, I was like, whoa, this could. And then McIntyre got involved.
Yes. And I thought that was interesting. I think ultimately I liked it that like his interference cost Ziggler, 2 falls?
Yeah, but it helped him with 1. No, it he got DQ'd for 1, so that cost him 1 fall. I think it was only 1 fall.
Okay,
it cost him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because ultimately it was 4-4. So yeah, you're right. It only cost him 1, but I was like, oh, nice. They're still doing a DQ. Like that's cool.
Yeah,
and like there's stakes at at steak.
Steak sounds good.
Steaks on steaks on steaks.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he got in trouble for interfering. Yep. I liked that when there's consequences for people's actions.
Yeah, and I knew it would come down to the wire.
Yeah.
The curb stomp at the end. The whole match, despite the annoying crowd counting down.
Oh my God, that was. Oh
yeah, and then they took the clock down. You could tell Vince was pissed, so he took the clock down and they booed it. And then they were just counting down just in the middle of it because there was no clock.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed, but with like 12 minutes left, everyone started cheering and chanting yes.
Huh.
And that was because they put the clock back on the screen. But that was terrible. Like,
yes.
The thing that I just felt myself rooting the whole match, and it wasn't that I was rooting against Ziggler.
Yeah,
I just the whole match there was so much back and forth. It is the year of Seth Rollins, and there's so much back and forth. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and then to have Angle come out at the end to say no, Pittsburgh. We're going to have a finish. And then, it was a cheap finish at the end.
Yeah.
It's fine. That didn't take anything away from it from my perspective.
No, same.
It was still, to me, it was a great way to finish. The last 2 matches of this pay-per-view really brought it home. I'm so glad they did that instead of putting Roman Reigns against Bobby Lashley at the end.
At least it was a something, it was a title.
Yeah.
First time that the Intercontinental title main evented a pay-per-view in, 17 years?
Yeah.
Is that what they said?
Yep. And it was completely worth it. They did a great
Yes.
job. Ziggler with the win there. I think we both had Rollins, but I don't really feel like either of us lost there.
No.
But ultimately, to wrap it all up, you do retain.
Yes, I do.
The Geek Out Men's Championship. For those of you that were listening, the match of the night was the AJ Styles versus Rusev match. And so the prediction for that one ends up being the most valuable prediction, and that was me with AJ Styles. It was the match of the night. It was a very important prediction, so I retain for another straight pay-per-view the Geek Out MVP title. It's
fair. I was really hoping that I was gonna get it this pay-per-view. I felt it.
I have been open and honest in my assessments of the most valuable match of the pay-per-view. So I'm glad you see it that way.
As much as I wanted it, I do agree that was the most important match of the night, and therefore your winning prediction,
that's right,
would in turn be the most valuable prediction.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we both retain in essence. So now we move on to SummerSlam.
Let's clink belts.
Yes. So now we move on to SummerSlam.
Yes.
That's the 19th, correct?
Yes. The 19th of August.
So that'll be exciting. I know that we'll have some pretty cool matches, some good build-ups.
Yeah.
This is like the WrestleMania of the summer.
Yeah, and that means that we also get a TakeOver, which, since it is TakeOver Brooklyn, what is this, like 8 now? I think it's 3 or 4.
Yeah, but
4.
You embellish, it's fine.
Yeah, but that is literally the WrestleMania of NXT, so we also have that to look forward to.
And you get to know who's around for that.
Adam Cole, baby!
Yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yes.
So we'll see. I mean, so it's going to be exciting. We'll do the double dip. We'll do NXT, and then we'll do WWE, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Do you have anything else?
As of right now, no. I can't think of anything that I'd like to add.
Do you think we'll have any surprises?
I'm sure there will be a surprise or two.
I love surprises.
But got to keep it a surprise.
That's true. And it's right around my birthday, so it's going to be all full of surprises.
I wonder if you'll retain your MVP title for your birthday.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Would
that not be a nice birthday present for you?
Well, I think the nicest birthday present is to walk out of SummerSlam as the undisputed
era.
You got it. The 2-time undisputed Geek Out champion.
You did get the title for my birthday.
That's true. I did.
So maybe I'll get the MVP for your birthday.
Maybe.
And I'll end your undefeated reign.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm still counting the clock of how many weeks. So, all right. Well, that's it.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us for another installment of Geek Out Championship Wrestling. This has been Extreme Rules 2018. We will see you around August 19th for SummerSlam 2018.
Looking forward to it.
Mr. Timmy C., you have a wonderful Rusev Day and a good night.
Thanks. You too, buddy.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.
This has been another Geek Out production. If you enjoyed what you heard, hey, we've got a special episode every Friday. Of course, there's the usual catching up show every Wednesday. And you get book club episodes just about every Tuesday these days. Thanks for listening.